Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is the principle of effective communication according to the Holy Quran. There are valuable tips on communication skills and lifestyles in Islamic teachings, especially the Holy Quran, that is a great source of a divine revolution. Obviously, no effective and constructive communication can be established without knowing a person. This important issue has been pointed out in Quranic ayats. Even communicating with things other than human, such as birds and insects, requires some level of understanding between the two species. One must consider the sensitive conditions and situation of the other one, as well as their understanding and inference power. In other words, we must be able to understand their character because, as Quran says, each one doth according to his rule of conduct, and the Lord is best aware of him whose way is right. Surah Al-Asra, verse 34. Suleiman used these understandings to communicate with Hafs and the Queen of Arts. Surah Nam, verses 18. He used the same method to communicate properly with the Queen of Sheba, which is mentioned in the same ayah. Another effective communication method is to be a good listener and talk well. In other words, you shouldn't use harsh words and must have eloquence and reasoning in your talk. Surah Nahl, verses 125. As mentioned, being a good listener is a very important part of establishing constructive and healthy communication. Surah Furqan, verses 63. This is why Quranic ayats have pointed out the Prophet's skill of being a good listener, such that people said he is an heir, and God said it is an heir of goodness for you that believes in Allah. Surah Tawbah, verse 61. Having things in common with audience which comes for understanding their situation generates something which makes you understand others' situation and attempt to solve their problems. Such action and reactions are extremely important in creating constructive and positive communication. Surah Kaf, verses 6. Any factor that could contribute to offense and detachment must be eliminated from constructive communication. In verbal communication, it is better to be brief in your speech such that the audience understands what you are saying easily and doesn't get confused. Surah Nisa, verses 9. In addition, verbal communication must happen face to face, and one must look the speaker in the eye and not neglect to confirm their credibility. Surah Al-Anfal, verses 20. However, one must be aware of the difference in the level of understanding of people and use all verbal and non-verbal tools based on their level of contactability. For instance, some are interested in wisdom and argument because they have originality, whereas others might be interested in the stories and activities. In this regard, understanding the person's character is one of paramount importance. Surah Nahl, verses 125. In addition to words, human beings communicate with body language as well. In fact, a person's face shows whether they are happy or angry. Smiling at others is another way to establish and improve constructive communication. This is why Sulaiman welcomed the criticism of the Queen of Art with a smile. Surah Naml, verses 19. Similarly, the prophets of Islam always had a smile when talking to people and was never bitter towards them. So this is our short lecture about the principles of effective communication according to the Holy Quran.